Hello and welcome to Bare Beauty Basics. Let's do a get ready with me. I am prepping my skin with a nice splash of Caudalie Beauty Elixir water. And this is something I absolutely love, especially now that the summer season has started. And once I am done spritzing my face with this water, I have put a moisturizing sunscreen. And today I am using a makeup palette by Vatenn, Italy. This makeup palette is a very close dupe for the Makeup Forever, Harmony palettes. They have two shades in that, Harmony 1 and Harmony 2. Likewise, the Vatenn Italy palette also has two options. And I have purchased the Harmony 1 color. It has a bunch of color correcting shades. I'm using the peachy one because I have some dark under eyes today, and I am correcting the darkness around the mouth and my acne scars. Once I'm done with the peach color corrector, I'm going ahead and trying to get the right mix. This is too light. I'm correcting it and making it the correct shade of my exact skin tone, mixing the dark concealers and the light concealers. It's very easy to use. This is one of the very easy to use makeup products. When you play with it, if you spend some time with it, trying mixing your own shade match, you will know how much of each color to add or subtract from each other to get the right color shade for yourself. And it has the right blend of warm tones, light colors, dark colors. You can use the entire palette to do your entire face makeup. You don't need a concealer separately or a foundation separately. If you're traveling, this is a must-have palette. If you travel often and you don't like to carry too much makeup with you, if you just carry a few lipsticks and this makeup palette with one or two brushes, you are good to go. This is a very multi-purpose makeup palette. It has very warm tones. So if you're looking for pinky tones like a pink blush or anything of that sort, you will not find it in this palette, but you will find a lot of peachy and warm tones. So now that I have got a uniform cover overall on my entire complexion, I'm using the MAC NC25 concealer, which I normally use just to bring some brightness under the eyes and on my forehead and little bit on the corner of my nose and around the mouth. But this just adds a little bit of that that even toneness, because I couldn't, for some reason, I failed to get the absolute correct tone that I was looking for. And if I spend some more time with this palette, I'm sure I can figure out a shade which is close to this. And I'm trying to get a match, mixing this kind of olivey tone and a lighter concealer to get a lighter highlighter shade. Okay, so I'm using that over this to kind of bring certain features forward. So when you use a lighter color concealer, you bring those features forward and your face looks a lot more structured. Now it's the time to do the contour. I'm picking up the dark brown color. I'm using a small brush and contouring my nose. Also, it's very easy to contour using this palette. Although I would prefer, personally, I would prefer a little more cooler tone to contour my face, because I find it a little too warm. A contour is a shadow, and it needs to be a little more gray than a bronzy brown color. So the color here on this palette is a kind of more warm. Like I mentioned, most of the colors are warm. So you can notice how I'm blending it. I am taking my time and blending it very seamlessly. I'm using a small brush. So a tip that I can give you here through my experience is to understand what brush to use where, use what fits what you're working on. So if you're working on some kind of detailing, if you're working on creating sharp features, use a smaller brush. If you are trying to blend in everything, use a bigger brush. So this small concealer brush is a very good fit for where I'm trying to work. So even blending the chin area with the contour, you need to blend in towards your neck and don't pull it up towards your face, so that it creates a shadow and gives you the chiseled jaw look. Okay, so you need to be careful that you blend in the harsh lines. And I'm also using this orangey blush color on my face, and this is a very very natural blush color. You know, it is something that would look natural on kind of every skin tone, because this peachy glow that we are trying to get through this makeup look is going to look very very natural. And the best part about a cream based makeup is that it looks very very skin like, and it just looks undetectable on camera, especially because your skin looks so glowy, moisturized, healthy. You can't tell really if the person is wearing makeup, because if you set it now, the most important part of cream based makeup look is setting it beautifully using a loose powder, and I'm using the one by K Beauty. And I will mention the shade names in the description box below, so make sure that you check that out for the shade names and the product names. And just use a soft, fluffy brush to set everything in. Okay, it's very important to set all your work, all the cream based work that you have done on your face, set it with a loose powder like this, so that you get the longevity out of it, so that it doesn't budge and move throughout the day, and you end up with no makeup on your face by the end of the day. If you want your makeup to last, I would recommend using a long lasting primer and as your first step, and later when you are done applying the cream based product, you need to set it with a powder. I didn't apply a primer because I didn't want my makeup to stay longer, because I'm at home today, I'm not stepping out, so there is no reason that I would want my makeup to not budge all day. That's I'm okay with it, so I didn't use a primer today. But if you are looking for longevity, you need to use a primer. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using this beautiful palette by Elf. And this eyeshadow palette has the most versatile colors. You know, you have two matte shades, one light, one dark, and two shimmery shades. One is a warm tone and one is a cool tone. So if you are a minimal girly, you are all set if you just have a few palettes like this, because you can just go with a matte look, just a wash of color, or just mix two shimmery shades like what I'm doing. I'm picking up the pink one and the bronzy shimmery shades. I'm picking up both shimmery shades in the same brush, and just giving a wash on the entire lid space of my eyes. And that's it for the entire eye look. I'm done with this. This is a one and done kind of an eyeshadow look. It's easy, it's fuss free, and anyone can do this. So finally we are moving on to the highlighter, and I'm using a very beautiful highlighter by K Beauty. And this is a very very warm toned highlighter, since the look that we are going for today is very warm, peachy, beachy kind of a tan sun-kissed look. This is the highlighter that I chose to work with today, and I love to use highlighter on the bridge of my nose and a little bit also on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, on my chin. See, wherever you want to highlight your features to come forward. Okay, so use very very little amount of it, because if you use too much highlighter, your face might tend to look a little more on the oily side, a little on the temples, and a little on the forehead too. There are basically no rules in makeup. Use wherever you feel complements your face shape. And I'm also going to add a little bit of powder blush just to reinforce the peachy cream blush that I used from the palette. And this is a very beautiful um, powder blush by Milani Cosmetics, and it is in the shade which is called Luminoso. And this is a very famous shade. I love this color because it's kind of a marriage between a soft bronzer and a blush. You get that sun-kissed golden hour glow with this blush. I'm using this lip pencil by Mars Cosmetics, and it is in the color Nude Spell. This is a very beautiful, warm toned, kind of a nutty color with a little bit of peachiness going on. It is, they call it nude, but it can complement a lot of nude, pale nude lipsticks. If you have a lot of pale nude lipsticks and you want a saturated lip color, lip liner beneath that pale nude lipstick, this is a very good choice. So I'm using this lip liner, and these lip liners are so cheap and very good quality. They last pretty well, and you get quite a good amount of quantity for the price. I'm using a lipstick by Milani, and it is their matte fetish balm, and it is in the color Tease. This is a very, very beautiful warm toned nude. And that's it for the look. I think I would want to add a little bit of highlight on the lower waterline of my eyes, and that's what I'm doing. And take a shimmery eye pencil or a white liner or anything that you're comfortable using. It could be gold, it could be any metallic color, and that adds a little bit of oomph. It opens up your eyes, it makes your eyes look bigger. And finally, last but not the least, I'm using a mascara by Lancôme, using my favorite perfume by Gucci, and also a setting spray by Charlotte Tilbury. And that's it. That's the makeup look. If you liked or enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. I will see you soon in my next one. Till then, take care, have fun putting makeup on your face, and I will see you in my next one. Till then, bye bye.